Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's episode, which is Monica Garcia versus everybody, she's being sued by Heather Gay, and there are claims that she stole Lisa Barlow's $60,000 ring that she lost in Palm Springs. And we might have some receipts to prove that she did. If this is true, the girl has got some cojones. But before we dive in, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. So with that, let's go. So let's first talk about Heather Gay and Monica's lawsuits going on. So basically, Heather Gay is suing Monica for not paying her bill at Beauty Lab and Laser. And the word on the street is that that is what Heather is finding out when they are on their girls' trip to, I believe, Bermuda, right? So they're at their girls' trip to Bermuda, and that pivotal scene where Heather's like on the phone and she's like, "I'm trembling, I don't know what's going on." And I have that clip, so we'll watch it. That is when Heather is finding out for the first time that the Monica who hasn't been paying her bill is the same Monica as Monica Garcia on the show. Now, the reason why it took them time to figure out who it was is because Monica was going by her previous last name from her previous marriage, Monica Fowler, at Beauty Lab. But on the show and in Heather's face, she was going by Monica Garcia, which is her latest last name from her ex-husband that she just divorced about 2 weeks ago. That's when the divorce was actually finalized. And so that's why Heather is like upset and, I can't believe that they would do this to us. So that is sort of the background of what's going on between Heather and Monica. And that's also why it took them about 4 years to sue her, because the services were rendered in December of 2019, but Beauty Lab filed the lawsuit in August of 2023, which is obviously just a couple of months ago, because Heather didn't realize until the Bermuda trip in May of this year, of May of 2023, that it was the same Monica customer as this person. So basically, once she figured out, oh, wait a minute, Monica Garcia, who is on this show, who has been playing in my face, like crying over fake allegations against her mother, this, that, and the third, that Monica. And I think that's what escalated her to actually sue the customer. Because it seems like they weren't going to actually sue their client or customer because it happened in 2019. But the fact that Monica was playing in Heather's face for this entire season and never had the, courage to say, hey, I stiffed you guys out of a couple of grand at your business. Then she was like, okay, time to sue you. And so then Monica is now countersuing Heather and Beauty Lab and saying, oh, well, the reason why I didn't pay the bill is because you did a botched job at my injections of like my nose, my lips and fillers, or, whatever she got done on her face. You guys botched it. So that's why I didn't pay. Now, I think her doing the countersuit is just a way for her to save face because she's been called out for not paying her bill. And I think it's also it's also a legal tactic to try to get the other side to drop their case. So it's like, well, you're suing me. Well, I'm going to countersue you for something. And they think it's going to scare or bully the other side into dropping their case. So in my opinion, do I think Beauty Lab did a botched job on Monica? No, because if they did a botched job, why did you keep going back and keep going back and keep going back until you ran up such a bill where you could no longer go back? To me, if you did a botched job on my injections or my face, I don't get injections, but you know what I mean, like hypothetically, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. So Monica, you're a liar and you stay lying. And I've been saying this since day one. Monica to me is a liar. She's a fraud. I mean, someone who would go on national television and create a whole personality out of disrespecting their mother. Garbage. But let's get a little bit more detail about that, just as a little bit of a refresher. So this is from Reality Blurb. It says the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City stars Heather Gay and Monica Garcia are suing each other. Monica is a brand new cast member on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, but she is already a popular force. Side note, I know everyone's like, Monica brings the drama. All the other girls are boring and dry. And I don't think that. I think Monica is an attention seeker. I think she sabotages scenes. But I don't think she's a fit. She's too broke. She's too bitter. And she's a pathological liar. And she's just not a vibe. And I'm actually like feel very vindicated in feeling this now that everyone knows what a liar she is. On the show, she and Heather seem to be decent friends. However, the two have an upcoming spat that could change Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Unfortunately, the spat involves an alleged unpaid balance as well as some botched injections. As fans know, besides being on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Heather is a successful businesswoman who owns Beauty Lab and Laser, which is a medical spa in Salt Lake City. Monica went to the spa in 2019 for lip and nose injections. She agreed to pay monthly for the services rendered, but never did. According to legal documents obtained by The Sun, Monica only ever paid $449, which was the initial payment. This payment included a setup fee and a $400 down payment for the services. The new Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star was supposed to pay $200 monthly for 10 months, but failed to do so. Now, Heather is suing her Real Housewives of Salt Lake City cast member for breach of contract and breach of the covenant of good faith and fair dealing. The total of the cosmetic procedures was $2,449. Notably, Heather's name is not part of the lawsuit, but the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star's company is listed. The lawsuit also requests that Monica pay legal fees for the company. That's pretty standard. You know, if I'm suing and you win, you get the fees. Either mandatory or discretionary. However, Monica is countersuing Heather's Beauty Lab and Laser Company. In a claim filed on November 7th, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star wants retribution for breach of independent duty of care, breach of contract, and breach of duty of good faith in dealing. Again, like I said before, I think this is just a legal maneuver. It's like, oh, you're going to sue me? Well, I'll countersue you because I want you to dismiss your case against me. And then I also think it's a way for her to try and save face. But like, Monica, there's no saving face. Like, you're a liar and you got caught and you don't pay your bills. Like, that's pretty much what it is. Monica admits that she only paid the first payment, but she said she did so because she allegedly received defective, negligently given injections which did not have the intended promised result. Also, side note, did she ever complain to the business? Did she ever ask them to fix it? Did she ever ask them for a refund? You know, because again, if I'm getting any type of service and I feel it's botched, I'm going to complain. I'm not just going to stiff the bill. I'm going to be like, can I get a refund, or can you fix this, or what is going on? Especially if it has to do with your face. You know, I would, if I was Heather's legal team, the first thing I would say is like, well, where's the proof that you complained? You know, did you send an email? Did you send a text? Did you do a Better Business Bureau complaint? Like, what's really good? You know, if I have something on my face that is botched, you're damn right I'm complaining. So unless she has receipts that she complained that they did a botched job, I'm pretty sure the countersuit is just a bunch of BS. So Monica is saying she had to seek care elsewhere, which also cost her money. However, she also says Heather's Beauty Lab and Laser Company offered to fix damages to her nose and lips. We're going to need proof of that. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City newbies lawsuit says, the party reached an oral accord in satisfaction wherein Monica paid for another competent party to fix the damage to Monica's nose and lips caused by the incompetent, negligent actions of Beauty Lab staff, and Beauty Lab was entitled to no further payment. You're saying it's an oral accord, so he said, she said? I don't think that's true. Like, why would Beauty Lab be like, okay, fine, don't pay us for anything, you go get it fixed, but now we're going to sue you for not paying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that would happen. Like, I don't think that Beauty Lab would know that she's claiming that it's botched and then do a lawsuit that would reveal that. I think Monica is lying. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City newbies lawsuit says, okay, went over that, sorry. Monica does not have a set amount she's asking for in terms and compensation. Again, that shows you she's lying, because wouldn't you have a set amount of however much money that you had this quote oral agreement of the damages that was caused to fix your nose and lips? Like, oh, I had to then go pay this money to fix your job. So it's like if you got in a car accident, you know, this is how much it costs for me to fix my car after you hit my car. You need to pay for how much it costs for me to fix my car. She says that the lawsuit is the result of Heather having animosity toward her. It's also important to point out that the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Heather only filed the suit suit a few weeks before Monica debuted on the show. Perhaps this is all for a storyline. I don't know. I don't think so. All right, now let's watch that little clip, okay? Here we go.
Hey, what did you find out? Are you kidding me right now? Shut the up. I'm trembling. I cannot believe it's her. How could she do this to us? I'm freaking the out. I'm freaking the out. You guys, no, seriously. Seriously, no. You guys, for real.
All right. And I don't think it's for a storyline because I believe what reality TV Hot Tea says on the screen, the screenshot, that Heather did the lawsuit in August of 2023, which is after all of the filming, which is after she found out at Bermuda, not before filming started. And then Monica turned around and countersued in November of November 7th of this month, which makes a lot more sense. And I don't think Heather Gay is like that great of an actress. And I really believe, no tea, no shade. You see what I'm saying? And I do think that her response right there was pretty genuine. So I want to know what you think. Who do you think is right here, Heather or Monica? So with that, let's move on to our second juiciest part of the story. Now, as you guys know, I love Lisa Barlow. I am a Lisa Barlow stan. So I am eating this story up. Okay, so here it is. This is from Dumas. It says, "The honest housewife, broke criminal snowflake. The lies are flying around Salt Lake City from this broke snowflake who allegedly mysteriously got a lot of money after the main snowflake lost her $60K uninsured piece. Want more tea? Allegedly, all of the snowflakes are sure that the broke snowflake stole the piece. One of the many reasons why no one wants her on the show anymore. But the broke snowflake probably will blame her mom." So obviously, the broke snowflake is Monica, and the missing piece would be Lisa Barlow's $60,000 ring. Okay. Now, do I believe this? In my opinion, yeah. One, because now it makes sense why Monica it's like thou dost protest too much. You know how Monica was really going for Lisa? Why do you keep talking about a $60K ring? You're not relatable to middle America. Like, let it go and blah, blah, blah. And I have all these bills and I don't have any money. And, you're talking about a $60,000 ring. Well, Monica, do you not know what show you're on? You're on The Real Housewives. Lisa talking about her $60,000 ring. It was such a moment. It was such a vibe. It was such a thing, right? It was beautiful and it was amazing. And I absolutely loved it. What I didn't like was Monica bringing down the show. I want to see opulence. I want to see luxury. I want to see $60,000 rings. Like, that's what the show is about. And also, Monica, you're such a hypocrite because if you are so triggered by people being flashy about their money and their wealth, then why did you work for Jen Shah, who arguably is one of the flashiest housewives of all? So if you're so triggered by people showing off their money and their wealth and all of that stuff, why were you her assistant? Why were you working for her? Girl, bye. And then why were you crying over a Louis Vuitton bag you couldn't afford and you went to the mall to buy because you wanted to impress the girls? That's being materialistic, thinking that you won't be good enough unless you have designer clothes. That's materialistic because you're putting your value in the material things you have. Lisa Barlow is not materialistic. She just has style and she has money. Those are two different things. Being materialistic says you're not good enough, you're not worthy unless you have money and logos and this, that, and a third. So the true definition of someone being materialistic is you, Monica, because you put value and worth in the money and the stuff. Lisa Barlow just has money. So girl, bye. Miss me with all this. Miss me with it. But let's watch a little snippet from BravoCon where Monica addresses this. And then I'm going to show you guys, which is shown in the snippet, but I want your opinion on whether or not you think Monica is wearing one of Lisa Barlow's rings that she lost, because it was like a little set. Okay, so let's watch the snippet and then we'll discuss.
We need to stop having a pissing contest. I'm your mother. I am not your equal. There has to be boundaries. And you don't want to go there. I do. Okay, let's talk about a boundary that you literally cannot learn, which is don't just walk into my house.
Did you take the $60,000 ring?
I'm wearing it right now. No.
That would be a power move, though.
I swear. No, I did not.
It's down the drain in Palm Springs.
Yeah, it honestly is long gone. Long gone. Yeah.
There you go. Hopefully no more jewelry lost this weekend.
Yes, please. But this one's only $50 on Amazon, so we're good.
Really? Really? Because it looks very, very similar to Lisa's ring. And the first thing Monica said was, I'm wearing it now. So, I mean, listen. Is it really a $50 dupe that she got on Amazon? Or is she brazen enough to have sort of done like, you know, what's it called when like a thief steals something and then they chop it up? You know, like somebody steals your car and they sell it for parts. Like, this is what I think could have happened. Do I think Lisa lost her ring at the airport and Monica found it? And then once Lisa said it was worth $60,000, she just kind of slid it in her pocket? Because she said she was helping her look for it. She clearly protested too much about Lisa complaining about it. And she just kind of looked guilty and shady. So did she actually steal the ring and then sort of like sold it for parts, like sold some of the diamonds? And that's how she had that extra money, according to the blind item from Dumas. You know, maybe she sold some of the rings and kept this one. But to me, they look very, 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 very similar. Very similar. So I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. Do you really think Monica stole Lisa Barlow's ring and then she sold it for pieces and kept this one band and is playing in our faces and wearing it at BravoCon? Like she said, I'm wearing it right now. There is always truth in all jest. Now, we also saw Monica put on her stories, my only comment is at this time, see you at the reunion, XOXO, Monica Garcia. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Do you think this is the same ring? And if it is, Lisa Barlow, if you ever watch this, girl, have your attorneys on this. Have your attorneys on this. It looks very similar. It's giving Kyle wearing her allegedly stolen handbags last season, right? Remember when Kyle said all of her handbags were stolen, but yet she was wearing her vintage Chanel last season? And I was like, wait a minute, I thought all your handbags were stolen, Kyle. Or were they? Or were they? I don't know. That is a lot of balls on Monica's part if she is literally wearing it at BravoCon. But let's watch that little piece one more time, because I kind of think she's playing in our faces and she really is wearing a piece of Lisa Barlow's ring at BravoCon.
We need to stop having a pissing contest. I'm your mother. I am not your equal. There has to be boundaries. And you don't want to go there. I do. Okay, let's talk about a boundary that you literally cannot learn, which is don't just walk into my house.
Did you take the $60,000 ring?
I'm wearing it right now. No.
That would be a power move, though.
I swear. No, I did not.
It's down the drain in Palm Springs.
Yeah, it honestly is long gone. Long gone. Yeah.
There you go. Hopefully no more jewelry lost this weekend.
Yes, please. But this one's only $50 on Amazon, so we're good.
She said the ring was long gone. That tells you right there she knows exactly where it is. My money is on that Monica did keep the ring. She chopped it up for parts and she kept one of the bands and she's playing in our faces and she's wearing it at BravoCon. That's not a dupe from Amazon. That's Lisa Barlow's ring. Lisa, you better inspect that ring. You better know your ring. You better get it together. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it's an Amazon dupe ring, or do you think it's Lisa Barlow's stolen ring? Put it down below. And then also, I am looking forward to the upcoming seasons of Salt Lake City. I want to see how this unfolds. I want to see everything that comes out. I also want to see the real reason why Monica, divorced her husband, Mike, I think his name is, because it's not because she was having an affair with her brother-in-law for 18 months. There's another reason why they actually got divorced. And quiet as it's kept, they only got divorced 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks. At BravoCon, she was actually finally divorced. So this entire season, she was legally married. Yikes. But before you do that, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.